Listen, y'all, I never thought we would get Willem Dafoe's farts in black and white for almost 2 hours. What's going on, guys? James here, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. The Lighthouse it's definitely different. But before I go any further and talk about this movie, if this is your first time here at the channel, welcome. Now, if you're wondering who the real James is, that's me. And I love talking about movies, so each and every week I drop a new video. If you're interested in all that, go ahead and subscribe by hitting the big red button below. Hit the little bell so you don't miss out on anything. Like this video and share it with a ton of your friends. Now, in the comments below, we like to have a little discussion around here. Let me know, what are your expectations for this movie? Because I thought I knew what I was getting into, and it's definitely not what I thought, no. Alrighty guys, so let me waste no more time and let's get right into The Lighthouse. Now, this is a movie that surrounds two men, one being the captain, played by Willem Dafoe of The Lighthouse, and the other being Robert Pattinson. His name is Thomas, or it's not Thomas. Trust me, when you see the movie, you'll understand. But both of them are going kind of crazy because they're cooped up on this rock, and this is a place where both are not in a good mental state. It gets really crazy very fast. You can definitely tell from the onset that the movie is basically being shown through Robert Pattinson's eyes. A young man who wants to go and be the keeper of the lighthouse. And the movie is definitely very layered. So let's go ahead and break it down. I actually think the performances by both are fantastic. I mean, honestly, Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are great actors. I mean, outside of the lighthouse. But together in this movie, boy, these are some of the two best performances I've seen of the year. It's fantastic stuff. Now, the film is directed by Robert Eggers, who did do The Witch. So if you're familiar with that style, it's very unconventional, really unconventional. But I love the way he shot this movie. It's in 4:3 aspect ratio, so it looks kind of tight on the sides, and then it's in black and white. And that was the biggest draw for me, is how beautiful can a movie be in black and white? And it was incredibly gorgeous. There are some awesome shots, and the cinematographer actually worked with Robert Eggers on The Witch. So you're gonna get a lot of different shots, a lot of symbolism. You're playing with framing. It's really some gorgeous stuff. Now, the score by Mark Corvin, he's very different when it comes to musical composition. You got high screeches of the violin, he plays with diegetic sound and non-diegetic sound. Like, it's really cool to see how the movie kind of comes together because of the score. Now, I'm a sucker for scores. And in the beginning of the movie, there's not a lot of dialogue. It's actually pretty quiet. And I love that the film was doing a lot of talking without doing any at all. It set the mood. There's definitely an atmosphere to this movie. And that's because the score created most of it, to be honest with you. Now, the story. See, I don't even know how to explain this story. It's so different. Is it intriguing? Yeah, for the most part. It kept me in my seat for just under 2 hours. There are some things that I did not like too much about the story. It's because the lighthouse in some moments it's dry. For a movie that's about water, that's so stupid, I'm not gonna make that joke. Just under 2 hours is not awful, right? But it felt long because of certain moments that were just a little too boring. And maybe that's because I also had a hard time understanding the dialogue. That's not a knock against the movie because it is a time period piece, but I needed subtitles in moments. I missed crucial parts of the story and dialogue because I was trying to understand what the heck Willem Dafoe was saying. It got difficult sometimes, it really did. There are moments where Robert Pattinson's character hallucinates a ton in this movie, and sometimes I'm like, oh, hey, this is weird, but I dig it. I know what the story's doing. And then there are other moments where I'm like, stop beating me over the head with this. There's a mermaid, and it gets weird. It gets very, very weird. Trust me. So overall, The Lighthouse really is a solid movie. You can tell it's good filmmaking and it's great acting by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. It's just not altogether an amazing movie. I think that when you break the movie up in parts, it's good. It's really good. But when you add everything together, it's just not the most amazing product that I've seen this year. So if you're going in with an expectation of this being like back-to-back non-stop action between the two fighting with each other, it's not that. It's just different. It's so hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it, but I hope you can understand that I don't hate the film, just don't really love the movie, if that makes sense. So if you're gonna watch The Lighthouse, you better buckle up, get comfortable, because the movie will make you very uncomfortable really quickly. I mean, Lord, I didn't believe half of what I saw. Alright guys, well that was my take on The Lighthouse. If you enjoyed everything that you heard and everything that you saw, go ahead and hit that big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments, what did you think of the movie when you see it? Alright, I'm gonna try to end this video with pirate speak. Ready? Alright, scurvy dogs. So until... Why did I say it like that? Alright, scurvy dogs. So until next time, I'll catch ye at the next screening. Scurvy dogs.